just got 3. Still so many different threads in this game. Bad Sniper next to Thomas HD. He's by himself, both of them. Chapix and Milan, a full duo up on top. Kinzel still alive. Cammy with Paco down below. Paco will find one. It's Kinzel, the end of that. And they're going to start to continue on mid-ground to find themselves a win potentially. 10 teams remain.
They have a pocket shockwave. We'll see what happens next. No one's really going down right now in terms of a team. Media gets a few more snipes. Putrick down below is not paying attention, and he gets beamed right out.
That he does as we go over this hill. Is there anybody else going to contest down on low ground? Thomas HD with barely any HP, and it doesn't matter. 220 max damage. Vadeal did contest towards height against Chapix. Where did Milan go? It looks like he's gone. So Vadeal against Chapix, this could be huge. But Chapix has the advantage, more HP in this fight. Meanwhile, on low ground, Paco still trying to work with his teammate. Steelix and Shelby are alive as well. Krusty and Bad Sniper has solo. Vadeal has given up the fight. He will have to play second height for quite a little bit of time. Here we go, Paco trying to get himself some space. They haven't quite gotten it yet. There we go, finally, but they get knocked down at the same time, forced to play low.
They're alive right now. The other duo as well is going to be chopped in half. Vadeal still has Noahreyli's body, somehow surviving. He got dropped down so early. Chapix though is by himself on height.
Yeah, and what does he have? The keys right now, full old builds that he can actually go back on, and I think he might have chug splashes or something to fight through this. Paco gets chunked down against Steelix. Cammy will be able to back him up though, so we got 2 solos, a duo down on low, and then a solo up on height. But Chapix still on the old builds, the old tarp. Does he have materials? He has floppers and chug splashes. He might be able to win the game, but not gonna get eliminations because that would be too much of a risk. Paco trying to work his way still with Cammy. That's gonna be the biggest threat for Chapix. Yes, Paco, another big shot once again. And they're playing different layers now. Just have to get through the big boss on low. It's Vadeal, and they will finish him, but no chug splashes. Chapix is going early though, really early. And if they can actually find some sort of heals, they might be able to do this, but it's over. Chapix has outplayed the entire lobby as a solo. From the fight he had against Vadeal and everybody else, he survives, holds on to his heels. Still up in this one too. They got second place last time in the mid-ground layer as well. Vadeal firing down. Benji Savage still up alive. Not only did they already have a good game, but Vadeal is going to try to cement this even further. They got 7 elims to start this off. That would have held on, no matter if they got placement points or not, for first place. Now, though, they might double their points if Vadeal can pull off what he did in game number 1. And against such foes as Benji Savage, Reason, Paco, Cammy, Savid, who's so good in pump shotgun situations close range like this.
The one foe he can't fight is the zone, though. In 10 seconds, we'll see if this game's not winnable for Vadeal. But for right now, box to box, he's looking so good pound for pound. He's landing pumps. He's still inside the zone. He's out now. He's chilling. 6 elims. We'll try to move up. We know where that zone is going. I feel like it's pulling slightly up towards Starks, but it's not in that actual island. Up top, though, we still have Steady. Vadeal's looking for his next chance to strike. All the way on low. There's not many players around him. He crash pads out. 15 builds now down to 10. Box to box with another pump. He has to flip that ramp. He's trying to survive. Another shot dodge. Vadeal, though, gets taken out from a pinch.
Ultimately, it will be Benji and Savage to take him out, but still a really good game, no matter what. Now Benji Savage, low ground shockwave. It's not too much distance. Benji gets the crash pad out, misses the shots though, and that will cost him his life. Savage now left by himself. Savid and Browner still up as a duo. Cammy and Paco as well, but shockwaves send them all flying, send them all into zone. They rush back inside. Teak and Steady are so happy right now with how this game is playing, and now it's top 3.
Right now, it's a skyscraper, and we have 2 gargoyles on this server still sitting on height watching. They don't have to move. They just have to enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the air, take a fresh breath, because this looks like their game. Cammy and Paco, though, are still going to be alive down on low. Browner's surviving, but he has to get pinched off here. I have to assume. Cammy actually going for a med kit. A big edit, though. Cammy with a fast flick pick. And now it's a drop down from Teak.
It's an off-field.
Out in a matter of 1 pump. Paco,
it's an off-field.
Will the med kit pop? No, it was mistimed, and it's Teak and Steady who get off their perch, drop down, and win the game. 2 elims for these guys so far. 15 teams left. Benji on the backside trying to drop people down. There is Cammy taken down. The first place duo is split in half.
Finally, Cammy and Paco are split for long enough for Benji to find the hole, and Paco goes down too. He tries to get revenge, but that's not enough. So Benji and Savage have claimed the mid-ground layer, low ground as well. This time moving forward, they've got 4 elims. Now it's time for them to potentially rise up into contention with Seti, with Peak, with Noahreyli, with Vadeal. Yes, another one. It's Kinzel. Kinzel goes down. And now Benji and Savage still maintain now in the top 10. That's better than their game 1 and already better in terms of eliminations. They're improving game after game. This is going to be another one. Yes, they're going to fall onto 7 Tor, onto Wakey, but he's got a nice little peanut butter peak. Savage will take him out, and another one for Benji. 70 elims. The shockwave forward away. He pulls him off. Seti goes out of high ground, but it's not enough. Benji almost hit one of the most ridiculous flicks off a height to potentially secure it. He gets back up though. Teak now also. Chug Splash is available. 3 teams left. 1 full duo.
Everything's slightly more quiet too. Everyone has their own space. It seems like Benji split apart the entire server, not only with the plays, but all that low ground commotion. Now it's just beams. Dual Media taking a shot from Snazy box to box. He gets taken out. Snazy versus Seti and Teak, and it looks like these guys will be your back-to-back game winners here with just one more pump. Teak wraps it up, but there were so many other highlights. I'm wondering how this leaderboard will look. That two really important back-to-back. That's Savage. Savage goes down to Andalex.
6 eliminations now for Andalex. He is in a little bit of a very tough situation, but he's going to break 100. He's going to break top 10 if he continues this way, if he continues towards the end game. Andalex and Nate have been playing so well. Nate just playing that support while Andalex continues to frag, and now they're going to be able to heal back up. Still some big threats. Nakos and Clement alive. Also Kaizen, too. Definitely some strong low ground players, but it's still Vadeal and Noahreyli basically riding this game towards the top of the leaderboard and potentially even overtaking and making that lead 20 points of their own.
It's so difficult for anyone to be able to contest them. Just look at the chaos there is on the left side of your screen on low ground. Everyone is just pushing, fighting for these lures, fighting for that premier first spot next to the zone. And meanwhile, Noahreyli is just beaming down while Vadeal waits all the way on height. Vadeal, though, has a little bit less HP overall. It's difficult for them. Nate with another shot. Andalex and Nate are just clearing low ground completely, duo after duo, and they're not stopping. A little bit of kind of discord right above them, but it's all good. They drop even lower. Another duo now in their midst.
We're in the final zone. We got 8 teams, 13 players alive. Nate and Andalex are going to have to get through so much in a mountain too. Vadeal, oh, Wiseup and Pickus have gone up to height. Noahreyli's going to come back and he shockwaves him out, but Vadeal is gone. Noahreyli now left by himself. And we have new players up on height. Pickus gets back in too. Wiseup and Pickus, a last-minute height take in the ninth zone, the final hour, and they're now in control of the game. But Noahreyli fighting still. He takes it back as a solo, and he's continuing for it. Meanwhile, Andalex is fragging out. 2 things to watch out for. Andalex and Nate still on low ground. Noahreyli has grabbed it. Nate finally goes down, and Andalex finally goes down. We get to watch the end of this game. 3 teams, Krusty Relvis against Noahreyli. He makes that 2 teams, now a 1 versus 2. And it's a shockwave gets knocked away, and Krusty will end up catching him with one more shot to the face, to the feet. And there you go, Krusty and Relvis with the victory royale.
1 game out and see if it's possible. Pablo gets wiped out by Clement. Bat Sniper and Kura taking the place of where Savage and Benji would be, all the way close to the left side of low ground. Meanwhile, though, Noahreyli's still alive. On the backside, though, he's on big focus by Kura, and Bat Sniper, he's taken out. He's wiped and frozen in time on what I would assume around 290 points.
Maybe even higher than that. Marine and Jasper are going to start to rise up as well. Try for this. Kura and Bad Sniper on the right side of the screen. 217 points for them. They've now tied the position that Cami and Paco were at. But Kura goes down just as we say that. Bad Sniper going to try to actually get Kinzel down. Also playing the zone. He only has the small fry too. No floppers available. They'll last him a little bit, but not too long. Can he get back in the zone? Yes, he will. Zinni's on the backside of this too. And Bad Sniper, we'll get him. We'll get the siphon. We'll still survive. We're now into that 9th zone. A minute left on the game. Bad Sniper still holding on.
Steelix and Shelby, though, were so powerful and strong. They got chipped down heavily. And now just have a few minis and a little bit of white effective HP to be able to move forward. Marine and Jasper are looking the healthiest. Bad Sniper, though, is still trying to make a miracle run possible. Here's Jasper with the breakdown and drop shots over and over again. Steelix cannot even pay attention. If he doesn't even looks up, he gets beamed down. A big pump by Jaspe though. Marion and Jaspe are running the server down. Chakos gets eliminated. 5 duos left. Drop down still. Steelix gets down too. Marion has picked him up, and they are alive, just dropping down punishment overall on everyone here in game 5. How high can they actually reach though in these points leaderboards?
Somehow, some way though, Bad Snipers actually survived into this. Jaspe finally gets in his box. He's trying to duel it out. He's still alive. Still gets another points through, but Jaspe will finally put him down. Now it's a 2 versus 1. Kaizen, the last player remaining. Oh, Marion is down. Maybe a turn. Kaizen, can you do it? It's Jaspe. And he will get a tag as the zone does the rest. Kaizen goes down. Jaspe and Marion take it away from Cammy and Paco. Their chances, their hope. They're beyond. Mr. Savage and Benchy have had height. They've taken it. They still have a lot of builds to hold on to it too, but you know, Vadeal and Noahreyli are ready with their shockwaves, ready to overtake height, ready to stay at the top of the leaderboard right now. It looks almost like there's no chance for anybody else. They've already gotten the 5 placement points, and pretty much their biggest threats are out. Teak and Steady fly into zone, and once again, another of the contenders not having the best of times.
They're still ahead of Benji and Savage, the last duo they need to take down before they challenge Kura and Bad Sniper for that second place slot. Vadeal Noahreyli though, a completely different game we're seeing. It's low ground, it's dirty, it's box to box. They're looking for shots still. Savage though, meanwhile, on height, is still focusing down Savid, who made it off of spawn. Hen and X-Squeeze are way far ahead of the zone. Nate and Andalek, still alive, are trying to get rid of them too. It's 3 different stories happening at the same time. Here's 7-Tor getting beamed down from Savage. Bills will not save you. A double bounce, a mid-air shot. Zynie gets tagged through. Savage is completely dynamic with his whole kit connecting over and over. 7-Tor finally eliminated. Benji, oh, I got another pick on a Kaizen. Savage looks like there's 2 people in one body. He's looking in 360 degrees, and you can't count out Benji either. Still popping off. They're controlling height from 2 different angles so perfectly.
But the issue for everybody else right now, Vadeal and Noahreyli still alive, and the only big threat to them at the beginning of this game was Kura and Bad Sniper. Since they're alive at this time right now, I'm basically ready to call it for them. But still, Mr. Savage and Benji rising in the leaderboard. Every elim that they're getting is completely bringing them up. 261 points right now. 251 was where Kura and Bad Sniper started at the beginning of this game. They could overtake them.
Teak and Steady are still alive though. The barrier for Mr. Savage and Benji. Do they have enough elims to overtake Teak and Steady? That's the question. Down below, Noahreyli is knocked. He's out. He's down. Kura is still alive. Well, this means Vadeal can push it farther, go faster. He's still full HP. Savage and Benji are all the way on height, still beaming down. Steady and Teak are still alive. Vadeal is by himself, attracting so much attention, but still winning every fight that he's a part of. Podesai getting elims in the feed. Milan picks up a few as well. Is Vadeal still alive? Yes, he's fighting Kura. First is fighting second right now. Teak is still alive though. It's still going forward. Everyone is based up. They're scared. No one wants to peek out and get headshot, get dominated by Benji and Savage. But Benji falls down. Teak goes up. A bouncer to catch back up. Teak is still alive by a thread. Vadeal is nowhere to be seen right now. First place has been taken. Now we'll see if that is enough after this game. Savage and Benji are still shooting down forward. They're looking to take over. Teak and Seti are gone. Have they got enough elims to make it to second? Kura is still alive. He's still trying to clutch. This is a fight for second place for Benji and Savage.
Still an opportunity for Kura to go through. He's clutching by himself, trying to hold on, but Savage and Benji are on an onslaught. They've taken out so many. Podesai now down. Kura holding on against 2. It's Milan and Chapix, game 1 winners. But Mr. Savage and Benji are the one on height. They get the advantage of this, and we're the final zone. Milan goes, oh, actually, no, Kura's out. So Benji, Fishy, and Savage right now, with the elims that they have, are taking second place and continuing forward. Now they're going to start to pinch down on Milan and Chapix. It's a 2v2.
It's looking like a classic duos fight on the low ground. We're seeing this in the end game. 2-pump shot down. Milan gets clapped in an instant. And after that, Benji is looking for the final 1v1 showdown shot. He has the advantage. He makes the builds. 1 tick though. The zone is counting down. There's 10 seconds. He finds the shot. No, he finds the position. And Chapix is taken out with 303 points. Benji, Fishy, and Savage must have clutched second, but it's Vadeal and Noahreyli that win out the day.
It has been an incredible journey over the last 2 days. Tens of thousands of teams from around the world competed to be the top 250 from their heat. From there, only 50 teams move forward to the grand finals, and that's what we just wrapped up right now. 6 intense games with 3 teams pretty much duking it out for that first place spot. But it's not much of a surprise that Vadeal and Noahreyli are your first place winners coming out of the DreamHack Open Duos tournament. And you can see right up there, 352 points. No one even coming close. But on that note of close, Kura and Bad Sniper beat out Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage by 1 point for second place there. Seti and Teek's gonna be holding out 4th place, and Milan and Chapix in 5th. And honestly, guys, these top 5 teams right here definitely deserve their spots.
Yeah, 100%. Kura and Bad Sniper hung on. They even made the gap slightly close between first, but as we knew, it was such a Hail Mary to try to break that. But I do have to say, though, Benji Savage did still have the miracle run, even though they didn't get to second place because they were 6th place before this game. And with that win, with the way that they played 12 eliminations, they also got the most elims out of a victory royale today. So really, really nicely played for them. Seti and Teek had the back-to-back win. Milan and Chapik started out strong and ended strong. That's how basically that went for them.
Shia, we've had a great day here of Fortnite action. And I mean, I do agree with you, Paula, that Benji Fishy, Mr. Savage right there, that last game that they played first or 9th place, or I'm sorry.